afternoon and welcome to our home. I'm Joanna McLaughlin and this is my husband Alan McLaughlin and we're with Rocky Lake Birchworks. What we're going to do today is we're going to show you a demonstration of making Wallybobs, which is pickerel wrapped in bacon on skewers and then barbecued, and we have some lovely guests that are going to try them out for us and see what they think. Alan, do you want to start with your...
Perfect. Okay, so we've got some fresh walleye here. Beautiful fillets that we've taken the bones out of. There's a nice fillet that we caught the other day. And we're going to cut this up into chunks, about an inch, maybe a little bit bigger. And the tail piece you have to split in half. And then cut those up into chunks as well. And we'll do the second one. And I always check for bones as I'm cutting them up and running my fingers along them to make sure there's no bones in, but we're pretty good at filleting fish. So hopefully all the bones have been lost. And that's step one. Okay, so you can season with whatever your favorite seasoning is. This is a lemon pepper that we're using. And we'll just put a little bit of seasoning on top of there. Just mix it up a little bit so everyone gets a little, you don't want too much so that you want to taste the fish rather than the seasonings. Now these skewers have been soaking. And it's very simple. We got this recipe from a friend of ours from Hudson Bay, Saskatchewan. He introduced it to us. And we absolutely love it. We do use it every time that we get. You take a piece of walleye, take a piece of bacon, just wrap it up like that, and then onto the skewer it goes. And in this case, what we're going to do is we'll put about 5 on each skewer, just so that everyone gets a really good taste of walleye. So again, there's another one. And just wrap it around. Now, you don't want to use really thick cut bacon. You want to use the thinner cut bacon so that it crisps up nice the way that you like it. If you use a thick cut, you don't get a chance to crisp it up as much, because the walleye is such a beautiful meat. And it cooks way before a thick cut bacon would. You just wrap it around like that, and you just keep going until you have your skewers filled up. We're going to do a special one today because we're going to do them a couple different ways. One on the barbecue, but then over the open fire as well. So we'll show you how to do the special one here in just a second.
What we're going to do now is we're going to put the barbecue sauce together, which is breakfast birch syrup, and that is about 50 mils is what we're using. So we're going to pour some of that in there, measure up. That'd be pretty good. Now what we also have is about 4 tablespoons of ketchup. We have a tablespoon of minced garlic. What we're mixing in there as well is just some mustard, which is about a tablespoon. Mix that all in there nicely. Then we have about half a tablespoon of minced ginger. And everyone, if you go through the recipe, you can even alter different ingredients to your taste. And this is about a tablespoon and a half of soya. So now what we're doing is we're mixing everything together nice and smoothly. We usually make this a bit ahead of time so that we have it refrigerated for a couple of hours. And It's nice and cool when you put it on your meat or your fish, what we're doing today, which is the Wallybobs, your pickerel wrapped in bacon with some spice. And then while you're cooking it, you're gonna lightly brush over top of the fish and pickerel. There we go. That's your mixture. And we're going to taste. Yeah, very nice.
Good.
Okay, so we're just going to put them on the barbecue. I've got these sheets. I like using these sheets so that it doesn't flare up on them. But I mean, the flare adds flavor too. So we're just going to place them on just like that. Now these ones were all walleye. Put the walleye on one sheet, and then these ones are the jackfish. You can see a little different color with the jackfish. Doesn't take long for these because the fish is so light. So, and there you go. There's our Wallybobs. You see the bacon starting to crisp up here a bit. These are going to be so good. Can you smell that?
I can smell it.
What we're doing now is they're getting done. You can see that the flesh has turned white, so the fish are cooking very nicely.
Come on.
And the bacon is starting to brown up. So what we'll do is we'll baste it now with the barbecue sauce that we made. And what you want is the barbecue sauce to start to candy. And that brings the flavors of the birch syrup and all the other ingredients out. So just a little bit on this side, and then we'll flip them over in a few minutes. And on the other side, and then we're good to go. And you want to get these nice, you don't want them to burn, you want to get them nice and golden brown. All those sugars in the barbecue sauce will candy up really nice. Look at that. Oh yeah, those are going to be good. Nothing better than fresh fish from northern Manitoba, and have them done a number of different ways. And this is just, we've had these over open fires and campfires and done them in the ovens, and they're good any way that you can have them.
Yes, because some of the bacon is not quite crispy enough. And there. That. Nice.
All right, so these are getting done. You can see how they're turning nice and gold. The candies, the syrup is being candied. And that's what you want. You see that nice gold color on here. This is the bacon and the birch syrup that's candying up nice. That's bringing out all the flavors of the syrup to you. And you can see the fish is being done. It's getting flaky. We're going to have some really good eating tonight. Fresh pickerel, wrapped in bacon, basted with a birch syrup barbecue sauce, and done on the barbecue.
Yeah.
All right, so here's our spread with bacon wrapped fish from northern Manitoba. We've got two different types, the walleye and the northern pike. We've got some guests that are gonna eat with us today to sample it and see how it tastes. Our birch syrup, we have a number of retailers throughout the north and throughout Manitoba. Just check out our website at www.rockylakebirch.com or our Facebook page. We've got upgrades on that every day. and enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the meal.
For sure. Thank you for coming.